let's start here. Vice President Kamala Harris and her newly announced running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, are out on the campaign trail. Today, they're making stops in Michigan and Wisconsin. Last night, Walz made his big debut in front of a joyful crowd in Philadelphia. Our Nancy Cortez was there and joins us now with more on this. Hey, Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. This rollout went about as well as any campaign could have hoped for. The vice president and her new running mate lavishing praise on one another last night as supporters screamed in favor of the pick. The Democratic establishment is cheering the choice of Walz as well, and the campaign insists that the grassroots is so excited that they were able to raise more than $20 million yesterday alone.
Tim Walz will be ready on day one.
Vice President Harris hailed her new running mate as a veteran, 6-term congressman and 2-term governor, who is prepared to take on their rivals.
Tim and I have a message for Trump and others who want to turn back the clock on our fundamental freedoms. We're not going back.
The Harris campaign says Walz beat out 8 others for the job. Harris offered it to him Tuesday morning as campaign cameras rolled.
Would you be my running mate and let's get this thing on the road?
I would be honored, Madam Vice President.
The joy that you're bringing back to the country, the enthusiasm that's out there, it'll be a privilege to take this with you across the country.
Sources close to the campaign say it was Walz's leadership experience, his rapport with Harris, and his communication skills that earned him the spot.
Make no mistake, violent crime was up under Donald Trump. That's not even counting the crimes he committed.
It was Walz who first dubbed the Republican nominees weird 2 weeks ago. It caught fire with Democrats, so he brought it back last night.
These guys are creepy and, yes, just weird as hell. That's what you see. That's what you see.
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, who was a VP finalist himself, called Walz a great choice.
Tim Walz is a great man. Tim Walz is an outstanding governor.
Former President Donald Trump called Harris and Walz the most radical left duo in American history. The race is on for both sides to define themselves and each other in what feels like a brand new race.
So we got 91 days. My God, that's easy. We'll sleep when we're dead.
No rest for the weary today. Walz and Harris head to Michigan and Wisconsin. And I'm told that it is in the Midwest, where Walz is from, that the campaign believes he can be the most helpful, especially since the Republican vice presidential nominee is from the Midwest as well. Chanel?
Nancy Cortez, thank you. And for more on Walz, I want to bring in CBS News campaign reporter Hunter Woodall. Hunter, thanks again for being with us. Want to ask about what issues you think we'll see Walz really focus on during this campaign.
Well, you heard Nancy talk about this very effectively a few moments ago. You know, Governor Walz is somebody who has that background. He's a former teacher. He's a longtime former member of the Army National Guard. He has that background that can appeal and talk to, voters from those segments of the population that want to hear from folks from that line of work. But also, he represented a sprawling rural district in southern Minnesota for 6 terms in the U.S. House. He can talk to rural America. Obviously, this is somebody who was doing that more during the time that was the George W. Bush era, the Obama era, and then a little bit of the Trump era. But he has that background. He has that ability to do it. But I also want to note that Minnesota has a history of producing Democratic vice presidents. You have Hubert Humphrey, you have Walter Mondale. Hubert Humphrey was somebody known as the happy warrior back in the day. And you heard, Governor Walz talk about joy and all that. And that's something that he can utilize, too, given how Minnesota Democrats tend to perform on the national stage.
I also want to ask about his record as governor. What are some of his biggest policy accomplishments, and where does he fall on some of the key voter issues?
Well, this is somebody who tracked more to the left as governor than he did as a U.S. House member. And that's more because Minnesota Democrats actually had unified control of state government for the last few, after the 22 midterms when they gained control of the state Senate, say the governor's office, the House, and the state Senate. They protected abortion rights. They passed a free school meals program. They banned conversion therapy for minors in Minnesota. These are all effective things that really went a large way to making, give Walz a national platform to say, hey, look at what Democrats in Minnesota have been able to do. This is not an overwhelmingly Democratic state. There was a very narrow majority in the Minnesota Senate that allowed them to do this. So he's effectively been able to figure out a way to work with, a very diverse Democratic Party in Minnesota that obviously has some aligned interests, but also has its differences.
And Hunter, as you know, this is someone who's also been criticized for how he handled the George Floyd protests, with some people saying that he should have activated the National Guard sooner. How does he respond to some of that criticism?
It's a great question, and it's one I've reported on frequently over the last few years. I'm the former Washington correspondent for Minnesota Star Tribune, and I can tell you firsthand, the rioting that happened after George Floyd was murdered is a tense topic for Minnesota Democrats. It is still a source point. It is still something that troubles voters. You've seen Republicans in Minnesota go after Democrats for how everything that after George Floyd's murder was handled, the rioting, the response, but also attitudes towards police and law enforcement. You're already seeing Republicans, resurface those concerns after Governor Walz was announced as Vice President Harris's running mate last night. And that's the issue that you're going to likely see keep coming up. Now, I will note that while this is an issue that Walz has sometimes struggled to talk about, how to say, hey, I support police, but I also obviously have concerns about, law enforcement at times as well. This is a topic that can be tough, and you're already seeing Donald Trump obviously talk about this as a campaign issue.
Okay, Hunter Woodall, thanks so much for your perspective on this. We appreciate that.